Every time I play on this character, I remind myself, like, I'm just quite excited. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's almost 30. I've got some totems. I cleaned my bags up last episode. Or not last episode, but in between episodes. I've got a few quests to turn in. So we've got a few to turn in right now at Sunrock Retreat, which we're going to do immediately. So Cenarius' Legacy, yes, I can feel it. Okay. 1500 experience, pretty good. Bring Ordanis' head to Braylon Firehand. It's a long quest to read through, but Ordanis is actually a centaur, I think? Top of Great Tree. Oh yeah, in Ashen Vale. I remember this guy. I don't know if we can solo that. It's pretty high level. We might be able to, but I'm not totally sure. So we have this quest turn in, and then the Gaia Seeds quest, which is actually a chain. It should follow up with another, like, planting the seeds type of quest. Okay. You have the Gaia Seeds. Watch and see how the blessing of the Earth Mother can cause even these small kernels of life to bloom and flourish. Okay. Another 1400 experience. What do we need to level up? About 9, 10, over 10,000. Okay. Plant 10 Gaia Seeds. Well, it's not too hard. And the boots are, nothing's really a reward for us, or not really worth it to us. What we need to do now is turn in this one. It's going to go south to Jin'Zil for this. And we also are turning in the letter to Jin'Zil. I think that's it. After that, we'll probably come back up here. Where's my heart set to? Orgrimmar. I'm gonna reset it to Sunrock, actually. I think I would rather do that. It's just kind of annoying to run down to Jin'Zil and run back up here when I don't have to do it like that. So I think, I don't know why that guy's running in reverse. That's kind of strange. I think I'd rather,
Speak, friend.
do this. Now, it's probably the first time in a while we've changed our Hearthstone location. But it's not a long flight from here to Orgrimmar, but it's almost like the flight from here to Orgrimmar is probably about as long as the run from Jin'Zil and back. And this is also nice, because later on, if I'm out here questing a bit, I can just hearth back. So I think that's reasonable. Anyway, it's been like 8 or 9 days since I've played this guy. I've been a little slow on him. The last week in my lab, I had a lot of experiments that required me to go into work, like be in my lab by 6 a.m. It's about a 30 to 40 minute commute. So I was leaving home by 15 after 5 in the morning. And then I would get home a little early, but it was still, I was getting home, maybe I'd get to work at 6 and I'd get home around, I don't know, 4. So it was like a 10-hour total day, including one of the directions of travel time, but I'd leave work maybe at like 3:30, so I was getting out a little early compared to normal, but it's still kind of a long day. By the time I got home, then I had a presentation to do. This sign's always fun. End of Ventrico Lands, danger, keep out. I just kind of like it. So I had a presentation on Friday, just my lab meeting. It's not quite a formal presentation, but it's like a 2-hour time slot, so I was spending evenings working on that. So it was just all of this together. I was just like, I did not feel like getting up at 3:30 in the morning to play till 4:30, or let's say 4 o'clock to play till 5, and then get ready in half an hour and then go to work. It was too early. So I took the week more or less off. The last episode that came out was really delayed. I think I finished it before all that madness, but never actually uploaded it, and I just sat on it for about a week. I think that was before BlizzCon, that episode? I don't remember. I think it was. Oh, no. It was before Phase 2 released, but after BlizzCon. So, Phase 2 is out now on all the servers in Classic. I'll say this. I am not expecting to have a lot of problems with my Shaman. I know there are people that are running around ganking low levels, but they don't get honor for it, so I don't think it's a huge motivation for most people to do so. I think people are more aggressive in general, probably. So if I run into like a level 20 to 30 person, I'm sure they will attack me. But that's okay. I don't mind that. It's more annoying when it's like a level 70, not 70, level 60, running around and attacking characters like me. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna die. There's literally nothing I can do except possibly escape. There are times you can escape from high level characters, even if they have an epic mount, if you kind of juke them in a certain way. But it's not a high chance. It's almost faster just to die and just corpse run. So, anyway, I don't expect to have too many problems here. Alright, let's go talk to Jin'Zil. We have 2 quests turned in. This one might give us a little bit of experience. Letter to Jin'Zil, but the one that will definitely give us some is the Forest Magic. We'll get a shoulder that actually is probably 5 intellect, 5 spirit. It might be better for us. For like when we're out soloing. I don't know, maybe. I'll think about it a bit. Alright. Which Dr. Jin'Zil? Let's do the letter to Jin'Zil. We did get 900 experience, that's cool. And we freed up a bag slot, which is even better. Look at our poor little elf friends all caged up with no forest to frolic in. Yes, yes. Oh, how happy these little woodland nymphs shall be. We'll make them feel right at home with a special concoction. I kind of like the intellect, though. If we're going to cast more spells, I think I'm just going to do it this way. There might be a follow-up to this. Okay, he drops the animal parts into the bubbling cauldron. Feel the magic seep into the cave, my little friends. Oh my. That's... That's terrifying. Jin'Zil's rather funny. It's amazing how many quests there are in WoW where you poison someone, especially on the Horde side. I don't know about Alliance side, but there are at least 6 or 7 where you bring something to someone and they poison them and kill them with it. That's pretty horrific in my opinion. There is yeah, it's pretty horrific, right? There's a kind of funny there's a really good one in like a really awful way in Undercity that I did on my druid. I think it's like a level 45 plus quest. I don't remember what it is now. What quest was that? It might have been summoning Shadra. We're gonna go this way. Well, yeah, let's go this way. Might have been like the summoning Shadra quest line. It's a quest line that starts with there's bottles. So if you go to, let me just show you. It's easier to show Hinterlands. On like this part of Hinterlands, there's a few little troll villages or huts types of things. And on the tables, there's little glass, like green bottles. If you click on those bottles, they'll start for the Horde. I don't know if it works for Alliance, but Horde side. If you click those bottles, you'll kind of loot one, I think, and it starts a quest. And you go back to, it's like a 5-part quest. And I think one of like the 3rd or 4th parts involves you poisoning a Tauren in Undercity, in like the Apothecary. I don't remember if that's the same quest line or not. But there is a quest in the Apothecary in Undercity. You turn in the quest, and like, whoops, and I'm going the wrong way, and Undead, Forsaken, whatever, takes the poison and turns and gives it to a Tauren, like a female Tauren that's down in the Apothecarium, and she dies from it. Like, that is one of the most vicious quests in Classic, in my opinion, because we're like on the same faction. It's not like we're poisoning. Like, in a lot of these quests, you just poison Alliance. Like, okay, whatever. They're Alliance. I'm not saying that it's justified. I'm saying at least they're a different faction. Like, we're at war with them. So at least there's some standard by which you could argue maybe, okay, we're killing our enemies. But when, like, an undead kills a Tauren, I feel like it's really shady. Like, I'm like, I didn't feel so good about that quest. I don't know if I've ever done that quest before. And if I had, I had forgotten about it. But that was a little shady. I was like, and I did this on my Tauren. Like, I was a Tauren druid. Turned in my quest, killed the Tauren. Like, that is not cool. I was having a really good laugh about that one, though. Like, kind of, Like, oh wow. Alright, we've got 3 quests we're going to do here. This is minerals, what is this? Tin, copper vein? We'll go get that anyway. We are going to plant our Gaia seeds, we're going to kill a bunch of harpies, and we're going to kill some elementals, which I believe the elementals have, I think it's 100% drop rate on this, on the Incendiates, so it shouldn't be too bad to find them. There's actually a lot of elementals in this path. This is like the best spot for them, but there's also some just floating around the Charred Vale, and we've got other quests here anyway, so I might as well do them. And they have to be fire elementals, so these charred ancient elementals, they won't do it for us. Where did my panda coat go? Did he disappear after I hearthed? Every now and then I kind of figure out that, like, it's not that he despawns. Oh, maybe he did despawn, that's surprising. I was gonna say, usually I don't think they despawn, they just get stuck somewhere, like when you hearth. But yeah, he actually despawned. So, never mind. There's plenty of slayers. I'm not really too worried about those. It's harder to find like the ambushers and rogue feathers, I think. I'm gonna aggro this guy for sure. Maybe not. Alright. Let's actually totem up here. I don't think the flame totem will do anything against these guys. I'm like 90% sure that's true. Frost shot gets him though, that's good. Oh, flurry, nice. Incendiate, yep. Wind caller, I don't need that. I set up camp here because I was going to pull this harpy, but I don't actually need this harpy, but now that he's kind of here, I'm going to just pull him anyway. I don't know. Get him, Searing Totem 2. Get him. Yeah, so my druid is now level 53. Just barely hit 53 last night, which is pretty good for me. That's like really fast. I'm pretty happy with my druid progress, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty psyched about that. I'm hoping to hit 60 by the end of the year. That's one of my major goals in WoW. I want that guy to hit 60. I want my Worgen Warlock to hit 120, which I think, I haven't played him a lot recently, but I think is still very doable. I'm gonna get this mineral over here. What's my skill up to? 111. I don't think I can get mithril yet. I think it's like 130 to 150. So I'm already being used. I know. I'm using it. I've got all this other stuff here, by the way, that I need to do something with at some point. But I've got plenty of bag space now. I've got all these rune cloth bags. I have more bag space on this guy than Soupy, my level 53 druid. He still has a couple, like 1 or 2 12 slot bags. So I'm actually doing quite well on this guy. Hey, there's a panda. So yeah, so I'm hoping to hit 60 on my druid by the end of this year, and I'm hoping to hit 120 on my Worgen Warlock, which I think is doable. I haven't played him recently, but if I sit down and just kind of grind out a few episodes, I'll get a few levels pretty quickly. I'm like 114 or 115 right now, so pretty good shape. And then this guy, I don't really have a goal in mind. I'd like him to hit 30 by the end of the year, which I think is more than doable. Yeah, I think it's more than doable. Like, I'm not really worried about that. Let me double check. I can't get mithril, right? I'm 95% sure mithril is too high for me to mine. But I want to maybe click it anyway to see what it needs. I bet it's like 150 or something. 175. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's way up there. There's a rogue feather. Let's get that guy. Oh, let's do this. Because she got in the way. I think they shoot. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, wow. That was a really fast reset on that. That's very annoying. I might die here. I need to get back in this dang, alright, here we go. I think I'm okay. Good news is I can heal. Right, that's quite handy. Healing stream is nice here too. They're only hitting me for about 30 damage, and this is healing me about 6 every time, so it's pretty good trade-off actually. That's pretty handy. Alright, we did get a rogue feather we needed, which is nice. I'm excited to ding here. Once we get 28, we're going to get another point in flurry, which is nice. But probably most importantly... Oh, wow. We'll be really close to... 1 second, I'm going to check here. They're meleeing me a lot, and they hit pretty fast. I kind of think Stone Skin might be better here. Reducing damage by 11, that's like a third of what they're hitting me for. So I think that might be better. Curse of Recklessness. Melee attack power increased by 45. Armor reduced by 290. That's actually not terrible. I'm okay with that. Like, yeah, there's worse curses. And there's curses that are... I had a curse the other day that was minus 25% stats or something insane. And then I had another one that was minus... It wasn't another one, it was a stack of them. So I had one that was... I need a rebuff, I just realized. It was minus 25 stamina, minus 25 spirit. And it was 2 minutes, it was a curse, but it's stacked. So I had 4 of them on. I had a minus 100 stamina, minus 100 spirit. That was on my druid, thankfully like a high level character. But like, that was a huge, huge drop in stats. This is gross. It's one of the worst ones I've ever seen. Let's pull this. Yeah, that was pretty awful. Alright, let's get the damage reduction going. Right? Reduce melee damage taken by 11. Seems nice. So, yeah, there's some gross curses in this game. This one has like some upside. Like 45 increased attack power is a pretty good amount at this level. So is 290 armor, admittedly, but I'll take it. I'm fine with that. Let's go this way. Those burning destroyers, the further south you get, the bigger the elementals get. There's some bigger ones down there, and like those level 27 burning destroyers are kind of beefy. I don't really need to fight those big ones, so I'd rather not. We don't need wind colors, right? No. Yeah, I'd rather not fight those big ones. There's a harpy. I'll take this. What does more damage? Per mana? So actually Frost Shock is better mana. Yeah, that's right. I knew that. We've talked about this many times. Come back here. I got distracted for a second. On the bright side, at least all I have to do is kill these mobs. I don't need to loot anything from them, which makes this whole thing so much less painful. Why to enter combat? Harpies threaten? Let's see. Seriously, I don't know why I entered combat. Alright. Let's group up maybe? Yeah, let's group. I mean, might as well, right? It's just a little more convenient for us, I think. Oh, wow. Immediately we get a cool piece of gear. 4 stamina, 10 spirit chest. Is that better than what I have? It's pretty good, but it's not amazing. Nice. Oh, look at this guy. He's got it down. I'm a little jealous of that. I need this guy. Oh, we need him. That mage is making some things happen though, look at that. That's cool. AoE grinding's neat. That's one of the first blind that equipped blues I've seen. Like, yeah, it really is. Wow, good for that guy. Industrial Peons, that's living up to the guild name for sure. I need all 4. Harpy, Ambusher, Slayer, and Rogue Feather. Let's do this. Thank you.
Big thanks.
This curse, yeah, physical damage reduced by 10, gross. Wind Caller, Wind Caller, Wind Caller. There's a lot. There's an Ambusher. Let's get this. I don't really care too much which ones we kill. I mean, as long as we're killing ones I need. Even if we kill the ones we don't need, I'm probably okay with that, to be honest. Because I can't even mine iron yet. I definitely cannot mine. Definitely cannot mine mithril. Alright. This guy's killing this way faster than I'm killing mine. That's okay. Took one of those, though. Alright. This is a good spot for ambush, which is nice. I like it. It's great to find, you know, like a clump of mobs like this. There's a harpy over there, too. Perfect. I'm trying to pull him back into my totems. Same thing with this one. I don't know where this guy came from, but we'll take it. He's kind of roamed into us. Yeah, so I think those are my goals. Is to try and get our couple of my characters up to certain levels. No real goals in this guy, but I think 30 is an easy goal to set. We're gonna hit 28 today. Probably like 4 or 5 more hours would hit that, and I would hit 30. And I fully expect to... Actually, how long has this level been? Oh, we're getting to the point where it's at least 2 hours per level, so... Yeah, I'd say like 4 more hours would cause us to ding 30. Maybe 28, 29... No. Maybe more like 6 to 7 hours. But I still plan to do 6 or 7 more episodes of this by the end of the year, easily. I wouldn't surprise me if I get more than that done. The Blood Ripper? Yeah, Blood Fairy Ripper. Okay. So, yeah, so I should hit 30 on this guy for the end of the year. So that'd be nice. 60 on one character, 30 on another, 120 on my Worgen Warlock that I started 3 years ago. Yeah, a little ridiculous, but 2.5 years ago. Iron Deposit Mithril. I need to get my mining skilled up badly. It's really lagging behind. If I'm 30 and I can't even, and I'm not able to mine stuff here, to be honest, I'll probably, on my own at some point, just go running around mining one day, like off camera. There's that mage doing his thing. He's got a mechanical squirrel following him. Pretty cute. I love the mechanical squirrel pet. It's one of the best pets in the game. There's a chest over there. I'll just take a peek, see what's in that chest. Oh, we can use that. I don't know if that mage is going for the chest. I feel bad stealing it from him. I'll give him a sec to see if he comes and takes a look at it. I'll see. If it's junk in here, I want to leave it. If it's something good, sorry, mage. You know what I will take? I'll take that and that. Harpy and Slayer. I need Ambusher. I need Slayer and Rogue Feather. 5 of each. Wind Caller. Don't need these. This is a pretty good quest, though, to be honest. If you're out here and you're not getting, like, I don't need Ambusher. You're not getting, like, heavily assaulted, don't need Harpies. But he does, I think. By Alliance, this is a pretty solid quest, because they're not overly difficult mobs. They're pretty easy to find, and it leads to another good quest after this. So I generally recommend doing this quest if you're able to. You can do it alongside these Gaia Dirt Mound Seed quests, and that's pretty convenient. And you can do some of the elemental, some of the Incendiarites also. Uh-oh, didn't mean to aggro this guy. That's fine. I need a Rogue Feather, though. I'm gonna set up camp here. It's fine. I'm pulling aggro. I earth shocked the harpy just to make sure my totem didn't pull aggro. I want to keep it up. It's a little silly, but I think it makes sense. I want to get this Rogue Feather over here. I'm surprised I haven't seen more Slayers. I really think Slayers are one of the more common ones. But it just hasn't worked out that way for me, I guess. Let's go Berserking. And my last Gaia Seed I can get right here. Which is nice. But yeah, I think of the ambushers as being one of the more common ones, so it's a little weird to me. I haven't seen more. Where's the chest then? Oh. Let's get it. What is this? Storm Witch? Don't need that, it's fine. Getting close to dinging, getting close. And I guess when we hit, so we'll put 2 more points in Flurry, and then after that, that's where I haven't really gotten far enough. Rogue Feather, yeah, we need these. Let's do this. I'm gonna self-heal real quick. Oops, I'm just gonna quick heal. Totally fine. 0 alliance so far. Let's heal our buddy up a little bit too. Not a huge heal, just a quick one. Yeah, there's been 0 alliance activity, which is not... I'm a little surprised. Like I said, it wouldn't be bad, but I expected there to be some. I assume this person's passing again. What is this? A Chachak is passing. But I probably should heal him. I got you. I got you. Oh, he used a potion. I feel bad. I should have probably helped first. My bad. Gotta loot these things up though. I'm falling behind on everything. I got distracted by the chest. What do we need? 5 more Slayers for me. It's about to be some aggro. Oh. Cool. Both need Slayers. That's convenient. That's really easy then. Let's go get them. What is this? Oh yeah, it's the same one. Okay. That's fine. So we'll get this done. We got our Gaia Seeds done. There's a follow-up to this that I think requires us to kill an elite. I think the next one is the elite. And I don't think we're going to be able to duo it. We might be able to get some help from someone. I kind of want to head back towards the entrance, because I think... Yeah, I think I want to do that. I would normally get the Incendiarite quest done here too, but I'll see if this person wants to group for the Ripper together next. That we might be able to duo it. I'm not really optimistic. The Ripper hits really hard. It's possible though. Afterglow. I might be able to message that person and be like, hey, Vengeful Ancient? Hey, wanna get this rare spawn? Go group for the rare spawn? Sure, but I'm on it. Whoops, invite. I'm gonna follow it. It's over here. It'd be nice if I dinged for this, but I think we'll be okay. Let's do this. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's do this. Put some totems down. That's easy enough. Ooh, Dervish Leggings of the Monkey. Those are actually probably an upgrade. 3 agility, 3 strength. Yeah. I don't really need on that. That's easy enough. What level is that guy? Chandari? Who got these? I have need past. The guy's looking at him. That's fine. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. 3 strength, 3 agility versus 7 agility, 7 stamina. I would take those. And more armor. GI? I don't know what he's saying. Congrats. Those are nice pants. Like, those are legitimately good pants. Solid pants. Do I? Yeah. Okay, so we need still 4 more ambushers, slayers. I need these incendiate guys, but I don't think that guy does, so I don't want to waste his time. Oh, he does have that quest. Wanna do the next step of this quest when we're done. I don't think there's a follow-up to the Incendiates quest. Ah, here we go. Found a Slayer. So I'm not too worried about doing that right now. If we do this together, then we can do the Ripper together, which I think is the next step. And then we can just, after I do the Ripper, I can get the Elementals myself easy enough. It's not difficult. If I needed like 1 or 2 Incendiates, I'd probably just do it. But since I need about 8 more, it's a fair amount. There aren't a lot of Slayers. I really thought Slayers were one of the more common ones. That's why I ignored some early on. I was like, they're everywhere. Well, like, these are... Excuse me. I swallowed that water wrong. I'm gonna write that down. Maybe I'll remember to go back in and mute the microphone for that in post, so I don't blow out the mic. I try to like cover my cough a bit. These are the ones I really want to kill, these little guys, because they're so easy and they still drop the Incendiates. Gonna farm Elementals as I see them. I need Incendiates anyway. So many debuffs. That's fine, we'll kill the Harpy. I don't think he needs these, so it's okay. Oh, there we go. Ding. That's exciting. Let's put another point in Flurry.
I owe you one.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Level 28. We have new skills, that means. Oh, Bruiseweed. That's why he was over here. That makes sense. Oh, there we go. Does the Flame Totem even hit this thing? I don't think it should. It doesn't even try. The totem knows. Main is a 53 Druid. Yeah, I'd say my main's a 53 Druid. Like, I would argue my main is the Druid, just because I play him more. Like, I think that's probably a reasonable claim. Although I don't know if I like this guy more, but I would say it's pretty comparable. Like, I really do enjoy this guy a lot. And I'm really excited to hit him up to 60 around phase 3, I'm hoping. So I can jump in and do some, still, like, be fresh with, like, Molten Core content. Pretty excited about that. Like, I'll just get in, you know, I'll probably roll in pretty easily with people that are, probably some guild that's pretty well established. I mean, I plan to stay in this guild, but I assume they'll be pretty well established in raiding at that point. And I think it'd be a lot of fun just to kind of roll in and, I don't know, get carried for some easy gear. I don't know. Like, that does sound appealing to me. Maybe that sounds lame, but I think it sounds kind of fun. Alright, that's not an elite, right? No, it's not. Okay. Let's totem up. Alright. One more. Is that a Slayer? Yes, it is. Sweet. Wonderful. Finally found a little pack of them. It's been hard to find these guys. Alright. All done for this quest. Alright. Mount up. Mount up. For lack of a better word. I think we're actually close to the entrance. This is pretty convenient. I didn't really mean for us to get over here, but we kind of did land in the right spot for it. I'm also turning the Gaia Seeds quest lore back there. I think there might be a follow-up, but I'm not even sure about that. We're getting close to the end of the quest lines here. This is pretty close to the end. Yeah, it's But it's just not the right way up. That was weird. I like got stuck enough that it made me think that I was not actually going up the right direction. Oh, I realized I had turned ground clutter down to like a 1 recently. I'm not totally sure if I did that on my last episode or if I did that on my druid and then forgot to switch back. But if the last few episodes seems like there was no ground clutter, that might have been why. I turned down to a 1 because I was testing some settings changes. And it's the same reason why I didn't have music on like the last 2 episodes back. By the way, for music, if you ever want to adjust it, Control M is the default to enable and disable music, and Control S enables and disables sounds. So, just a note, if you ever want to easily do it, or if you ever do it on accident, if like some reason you turn off sound or music, sound effects or music, that's very possibly why. Oh, look at that. Look at that precision. That was pretty good. Easier said than done. No, there's like no platforming in WoW, besides that Wailing Caverns entrance part. Alright, Harpies threaten. Blood Fury Ripper, perfect, okay. I can do that. I have no idea. I really have no idea what the best in slot anything is for any class. I don't min-max enough to memorize that. Gaia Seeds. Do I want these boots? Probably not. But I want these for heal spec. No, I kind of like the 2 intellect, 1 spirit. Actually, I probably would. Is 2 intellect, 1 spirit better than? I think it's better. Yeah, I think we'll swap those. Okay. All right. Let's try to get this Ripper. I don't know if we can do it or not. I think we can. I think if he goes into bear form, I melee. Yeah, he's pretty full on spags. I noticed he was leaving stuff behind, whereas I was still looting it. But again, I have like seriously a lot more bag space than most people this level. Well, at least for like a new character, I have way more. So we'll put 1 more point into Flurry, I think, and then after that, there's a few good things in here. These just dropped. Four stamina, 4 spirit shoulders. And then Wrangler boots of the owl, 5 intellect, 4 spirit. 5 intellect, 4 spirit. That might be better than this. For heal gear. I'd take the owl boots. What's the price? I would pick that up for vendor. That's nice of the guy to reach out. By the way, do you need the Blood Fury Ripper? Okay. Can you COD? I'm in Charred Vale. I don't know if he's in the Charred Vale still or not. Okay. That person's in the first part of the quest. / invite after glow. Just invite him. Oops, didn't mean to aggro that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm give him a heal if I can get over here. And get away from this incendiary bully. Uh-oh, I pulled aggro. My bad. Just trying to help. Stunned. Yikes. I'd love to heal him, but it's a really long stun. Oh my gosh. So what do you say? 11 silver? Sure, I'll take that. I think it's worth it. It's nice heal gear. Like, it's better than what I have by a little bit. And, you know, I can always vendor it later, so. Nice. Where Ripper? Go. I'm not gonna take any of this guy's loot. I'm just gonna click it. I guess the copper I'll take, but okay, so what am I doing here? I think 5 intellect, 4 spirit's better than 6 spirit. And it's leather, it's a little more armor. I'll take that. Druid. Watcher's Cuffs of Healing, those are pretty nice too. This guy's just like stocking up on random stuff, it's kind of funny. Okay, where's the Ripper? There it is. This guy's just selling off gear. It's really funny. Entrepreneur. I think we could call him that. Let's kill this. I'll make a little space here. Yeah, I almost pulled that, but I don't know if I want to do it yet. Okay. Let's kill this. We need to clear this out a little bit. There's a lot of mobs there. Maybe we'll kill the Charred Elemental next. Someone's got to do this. And it's going to be me, it looks like, which is fine. They're wheeling and dealing over there. Alright, alright. Well, what I want to do is pull this mob somehow separately from the Ripper, which is a little bit easier said than done, because they're kind of really close together. I think that worked. Perfect. Just making a little bit of space. Oh, wow, pulled. Okay. Let's do this then. When you're a mage and you just don't care. Let's do that. It's like, I mean, we could have probably duoed this pretty well, but this thing, it hits pretty hard. It's kind of beastly. I'm keeping it, trying to keep it slowed. Nice.
Thank you.
I guess I tipped him a little bit, right? I gave him 11. Okay, thanks for the help and the gear. I wish I had a way to buff him, but I do not. I'm gonna go get my last 6 Incendrites. Thanks all. Let's go up this way, it's the best way to do it. You too. Oh, missed it. So the easiest way to get the Incendrites is definitely not by aggroing this harpy, but it's over this direction. Dazing, chain dazing is one of the worst feelings in WoW. It feels so bad to get dazed, and then like that last, when it says 0 seconds left, to get dazed again, it feels really bad. I hate that feeling so much. But it's okay. We didn't die. I mean, it's much... When did I get this? Someone must have buffed me a while back with a scroll. Anyway. Yeah, getting chain dazed feels really bad. I hate that feeling so much. It's probably one of the few things in Classic WoW where I'm like, it's not a bad mechanic, but it just doesn't feel fun. You know, there's some mechanics that are tough, but I'm like, well, that's just the way the game works. You can like avoid it if you really don't like it, that kind of thing. But there's like nothing you can do about dazing, really. Like you can do certain things, right? You can maneuver in a way you don't get dazed. I think this guy, I think this guy hits for, I'm not attacking, I should attack. It is a melee swing, okay. I thought he was just, he did fire damage. I resisted him, nice. Let's get that tin vein, get some skill ups. We do have a lot of rested XP, as you may have noticed again, thanks to my break from last week. It's a huge thing to get rested XP. If you're logged out, anytime you're going to be logged out for more than a day, I would say, no matter how long it takes, make the trip to an inn. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. The higher level you are, the more important it becomes, because getting 2x experience for a level and a half from, 58 to 59.5 is worth a lot more than 2x experience from 28 to 30-ish. So, yeah, the higher you get, the more you want to make sure you're getting rested XP. I missed the copper vein back there. I thought there were more of these elementals. Maybe they're up farther. Or maybe they share spawns with the basilisks back there? I didn't think that was the case. Yeah, this is like way, way, way fewer elementals than I expected. I thought I'd already have had maybe 4 or 5 killed by now. I'll just check up here. Maybe there's 1 or 2. Otherwise, I'll go and hunt down the ones in the Charred Vale. It's fine. But yeah, I guess not. Huh. I really, really was positive there were a handful of them in this little alley here, valley, but nothing. So there's 1, I guess, right? So maybe I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty confident they normally are here. My guess is that someone's cleared them out recently, or they share spawns with the basilisks, and so someone did, you know, clear them out, and then basilisks respawned and they left them. But I could definitely be wrong, but I'm pretty confident they're here. Anyway, let's go up here. Let's get this vein while I'm nearby. And we'll go pick up 5 more Incendrites, so 5 more elemental kills. We'll probably call it a day. Immediately after that, we'll turn in both these quests, and we're getting pretty close to the end of the zone here. Honestly, whatever the follow-ups are to these, I think Bloodline is done. I think Elemental War might have a follow-up, but whatever that is, we'll do it at some point, probably next episode, and then we'll be done with Stone Talon. Probably go to Ashen Vale, which we're probably actually pretty good level for. It's nice because we can go to the Ordanis quest up there, and I'm sure we can find some more. Hillsbrid is like a no-go land now. Like, you can't go to Hillsbrid. Phase 2. It's turned into a giant war between Terranmel and South Shore, constantly on Grobulus, to the point where just, like, you just get caught up in it. Even if they're not going out of their way to kill you, you just are going to run into people that are killing any horde or alliance they see. So they're not like stalking you, but they'll just see you because you're going to be in that area and they're going to kill you. So it's a pretty like terrible place to be right now. I think as Phase 2 progresses, that'll die down a bit. I mean, Phase 2's been out not even a week. It was like Thursday it came out. Today's Monday. Monday the 18th. So yeah, it's been very, very short-lived. People are already calling it on like the Classic WoW subreddit. Someone's already saying that we need an early release of the Battlegrounds to stop the world PvP problem. I had a tweet recently, you might have saw, where I said that the first thing I'm going to do when I hit 60 on my Druid is go to like Stranglethorn Vale and just wreck every low-level alliance I can find for like a week. Which is probably still sort of true. I don't know if I'll actually follow through with that. But honestly, it's the first time I've played World of Warcraft that I can remember in... I mean, I've never experienced anything like that in World of Warcraft. What's happening right now with Phase 2's release, to the point that I would argue that it's the first time World of Warcraft actually feels like it puts the war in World of Warcraft. Like, it really feels... It feels like a game that is built around 2 fighting factions. This is a good string of Incendrites, by the way. So I'm kind of like, you know, I'm enjoying this. I mean, as much as I was getting wrecked, the first night or two, it was pretty rough for my Druid. I was trying to find a good zone to level in, but I eventually found Fellwood was really good. I went to Fellwood kind of early in the morning, and I got seriously like a level in like 3 hours, which is a ton of time. Which is like a really good, not a ton of time, it's actually a really good string of leveling for me. So I was really psyched about that. But yeah, so it was just nice. Like, it's been going well once I found a good zone, just Fellwood. And then where else was I at? Hinterlands wasn't too bad. Western Plaguelands was a mistake. I like literally couldn't get past the bulwark. Like, just from Terrasfall Glades, I got maybe 20 seconds running into the zone. I got killed. I respawned and died again in about 20 seconds. I literally just spirit rezzed and hearthed back to Hinterlands. I was like, oh, I'm not doing this anymore. So you have to be a little, not smart about it, but like really consider where you're at and what's the best spot to be in. And yeah, definitely Western Plaguelands is just a crapshoot. I would say it's probably the same for Eastern Plaguelands. I don't need to kill that guy, so I'm running. And I don't know beyond that, but, you know, there's some really bad zones. Searing Gorge, I found the Flight Master was camped, so when I landed, I got killed almost instantly. It wasn't a lot of people, but there was like 2 or 3 Alliance that were camping it. But then the next day I went back, because I was running Blackrock Depths on my Druid. And when I went back, I landed, it was fine. Totally fine. So then I went to Blackrock Mountain, expecting to die. Totally fine. I got there, the north side of Blackrock Mountain was camped by Horde. Not camped, but there was like maybe 10 Horde on the north side entrance. When I ran through, there was a couple Alliance in the middle of Blackrock Mountain that I just kind of avoided. And then on the south side, the south entrance, there were about 6 Alliance inside of Blackrock Mountain, but they were kind of being chased by about 7 to 8 Horde, and the Horde managed to kill them. So for that moment in time, the Horde had the north and south side taken over. So I got all the way through, from Searing Gorge, through Blackrock Mountain, south into Burning Steppes, and got to the Flight Master without dying, which was incredible. Like, I thought I was going to get wrecked, but made it all the way through. It was really, really nice. Before I finish this story, before I turn these quests, I'll I'll thank my Patreon supporters, especially Timothy B, Luke D, and Chris S. They're my top level supporters, which are the ones that get the shout out every episode. So there's that. Where am I going from here? Okay, this is right. But I will say this. So the Grobulus server has a reputation for being very balanced faction-wise, which I think is true. I think Horde and Alliance balance is pretty good. But it's interesting because the Alliance on this server are very PvP focused, and the Horde, in my opinion, aren't as PvP focused. So there are many times it almost feels as if it's Alliance that have the advantage here, which is pretty rare. I think a lot of people are concerned. I don't feel that's true on their server. So I know it's a lot to re-roll, but I really think that Grobulus has a really good balance. I think there's a few more Horde than Alliance, slightly, like 52 to 48%. But the Alliance are very organized in terms of their PvP. And I think because of that, it actually feels like the Alliance kind of outnumber the Horde in some way. And the end result is sort of like a pretty balanced PvP environment, I think. I will say, like, capital cities have been raided way more by Alliance. There was one night, the Alliance killed all 3 capital leaders in the Horde within 10 minutes of each other. The Horde managed to push back in Undercity pretty well, but then, like, one of the other groups from, like, Thunderbluff or whatever came over to Undercity, and then that helped the Alliance push in all the way. But it's been, like, a good, fun server for PvP, in my opinion. Like, I've had a good time overall. Wow, there's some good stuff here. Holy cow. So, this is a 5 intellect, 3 stamina, 2 spirit, 5 agility, 5 stamina. It's a pretty good belt. Like, for Shaman, it's a nice mixed belt, good thing for Druid. But then this is like a strict upgrade. 3 armor, 1 agility, 3 stamina. I think I'll go for the strict upgrade. In this case, I think that's nice to have. Just have a strict, solid upgrade. Cool. Well, we're done here for now. We're actually basically done with Stone Talon. Yeah, at this point we're done with Stone Talon. We'll probably want to go to Ashen Vale. We'll come back for Ordanis later. But I think it's time to go to Orgrimmar. I'm going to log out, but I'm going to fly over there. Next episode we'll get our skills, and we'll head to Ashen Vale. And we can work on our level, we'll work on our Ashen Vale quest. There's quite a few we haven't even started yet. There's a repair vendor back here. I always forget about this guy. I don't need a badly repair, but I might as well. I don't need any of this anymore, I don't think. I'm tempted to hold on to that. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's like a PvP gear because it's got spirit rather than anything else. Like, it's not like a twink thing. But I think it's good enough that it's worth holding on to for the sake of at least maybe seeing if someone else wants it for like vendor price or something. I don't think it's worth just vendoring. So let's go to Orgrimmar. We'll train our shaman skills there next episode. And then we're going to move to Ashen Vale. And we're going to start questing up there pretty soon, which is nice. It's a good spot for us. The 28 should be pretty easy overall. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, that's all for today. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. and I'll see you next time.